There we are. There's the video.
Popouri.
And
Volume. Enough audio. Hit the share button. Share to the world.
share to the world.
Post. Like. Go over here to. I'll say hello to the world. Hello, room.
Hello, world. Hello, world.
Hello, room. Hit the share button. I hear me.
Let's see.
And load on Tubes of You. Live now on Tube of You. Volume off. We don't have a share on YouTube, do we?
There is. Yes.
But I mean, it doesn't really do. I'll hit Facebook, but user opted out.
Well, that's what I usually put in Mojo.
Is disallowed.
I mean,
the user has opted out.
In the memory rooms, I always just put the blah 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 blah.
I tried to share it.
I put the YouTube in there because a lot of people don't have Facebook.
Altogether.
We're coming, people. We're coming. Oh, oh.
I had it. Okay, so when I try to do share on Facebook, that doesn't quite work right.
Oh, I've got the two rooms. If it ever finishes, I'm waiting on it to finish.
I got too many L's in hello.
Okay, there's that one, so I can close that window. Now,
Alrighty. Hello, room. We are pictured. I love our scroll. 2 of us watching. That doesn't quite work right. Hey, Jamie joined. Hi, Jamie. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, we're swapped sides.
Okay, now I'm going to hit all of the movie rooms.
We're on opposite sides of the world tonight. Howdy, hey. Hey, y'all. Y'all. Hey, Sean. Evening. Run to everything, Sean.
It's coming. All right, ready for some tunes?
Tune us, baby. Tune us.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ain't You a Peach?
Hope everybody is doing well. I see we got Matt logged in. Howdy there, Matt. Good evening. Hope everything's great out there in AZ land. Jam along in the desert, y'all. That's what we like to hear.
Oh,
Nothing wrong
me.
with chilling and a jamming. Wow, I keep fading in and out of the world. I love that audio. Not the audio, but the background. Me fading in, fading out. I'm there, I'm everywhere. Like, he's there, he's everywhere. Well, Jamie, my dear, how was your week?
Yeah, it's a weird week. I got some unfinished business I need to tend to. But yeah, other than that, hey, How was your week?
Um, Pretty much the same as any other week. I did manage to be a good boy. I got my lawns mowed finally before I got deluged with rain the other day. So I mean, I was at least somewhat productive in the world of being an adult, which I don't really like to do. But hey, I
Yeah.
even have a huggy on one of my cups that said, I may have to grow old, but I plan on remaining immature forever. By golly, by gosh, I sure try to live up to that credo. I'm working on it diligently.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Tech Crew logged in too. Good evening there, brother.
I don't like growing
Oh,
up. Okay, stupid thing.
we got Arizona, we got Wyoming, we got the whole
Yeah,
country tuning
Sean
in. I love it.
and
And it's up in
let's
Illinois.
see, Lauren.
We got bodies everywhere.
Yeah, we do.
Shall we kill a couple of minutes and I'll do my
Yes, sir. Let's get it going.
to it, shall we do it? Good evening, ain't you a features? It's the 144th day with 222 still to go. And by the way, happy Saturday, y'all. I love you, Southern Speak, y'all. Today is National Lucky Penny Day. And National Lucky Penny Day hopes you'll have good luck all day long. See a penny, pick it up all day long. You'll have good luck, as the saying goes. Years ago, a penny was able to buy something. Today, due to inflation, the penny doesn't really buy much, nothing. I mean, you can't even get air with it anymore. It's so expensive. The metal value and the cost of actually minting pennies exceeds their face value. The United States, here's something that'll trip you out. The United States first issued the 1 cent coin produced by a private mint, so it'd be like Franklin Mint doing it. And it was designed by Benjamin Franklin himself. On one side of the penny, it said, "Mind your business." And on the other side, it said, "We are one." The coin was made of 100% copper and was larger than what we know of as a penny today. And it came to be known as the Fugio. It's Fugio, Fugio cent. I don't know why. Maybe they used a fugue to do it. Anyway, however, the first pennies struck in the U.S. Mint weren't produced until 1793, and those too were also made of copper. It's also National Taffy Day, and saltwater taffy was invented in 1883 in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I've been to New Jersey. That's where you probably get caught toity, right? This confection is made with boiled sugar and butter. Two things in the world, man. Sugar and butter can't go wrong. No wonder I like it so much. I guess that's why I'm a little round sucker that I are. Let's see the butter, and it's stretched and pulled until it is a chewy consistency, and then you can roll it and cut it. And the flavors range from buttery to tart. Sweet at one time. Candy shops, pharmacies all sold penny candy, and taffy was one of the many tempting options that you could get. However, those days are way, way long gone. A salary is kind of like a period. You wait for it all month, and it ends in a week. Hope it's a great day.
Oh, I love me some taffy.
Me too.
I have a little box downstairs of some that I've been kind of hoarding to myself. I'm not very friendly when it comes to my taffy.
Good saltwater taffy is good. I don't like it after it gets, if you had it too long, it gets
It
firm,
don't matter.
or shall we say hard.
It don't matter to me.
But just kind of roll it between your hands.
I like things that are hard.
Warm it up. You get it all nice and warm. Oh, good stuff.
What can I say?
Hey, it's good for you too. I don't know why, but I've always had an affliction, an addiction, an inclination, a perversion towards saltwater taffy is super. Well, they used to have it in. Matter of fact, where were we? It wasn't a Winn Dixie. It wasn't maybe it was called Winco. That might have been the name of the store. We're going from my total CRS memory way
I've
back.
never heard of Winco.
About 6 years ago, I was on vacation with my niece, and we went to this store. I think it was called Winco, and they had bins and bins and bins of saltwater taffy, and it was like $1.97 a pound, and it was like, ooh, I've got banana, I've got watermelon. They had probably 200 flavors. They had blue ones, they had pink ones, they had orange ones, they had green ones, they had one that was watermelon. You know, it, it was great. Those things are just you
Yeah.
drool all over yourself. Terrible, terrible, but good.
No, it's not terrible.
Very, very on the good side. I remember being in Atlantic City. I'm pretty sure that's where it was. When I used to live in Pennsylvania, we used to take the bus and go over hit the casinos, and we'd go waddle around the boardwalks. And they had the taffy machine set up on the boardwalk.
Yes, I remember those. I
And then
remember
the
those, and
taffy
you could
just
sit and
this
watch
way
them.
and that way.
Yes.
Oh, those
I think
things
they
are
have them
so.
up in
They just
Tennessee too.
they
You know,
probably do.
yeah. And you can watch them through the window. You can watch them put all that stuff together and the stretching and oh yeah.
And the rolling. Isn't that so cool? You can just kind of
And
get
it tastes so
you know,
good.
it does melt in your mouth good.
It,
That stuff
it
is
wouldn't do me
phenomenal.
any good to make it because I would eat it all right then.
Mm,
Yeah. So,
which you should. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's summertime. You need to get out. I mean,
and eat some taffy.
and eat some taffy. Yeah, it was 82 here today. I mean, it got really nice
Oh
and
yeah.
warm. I actually was able to put real clothes on. You know, shorts and flip flops.
I put my window unit in because it's getting so hot that it's really warm up here when I sleep, and I don't sleep good unless it's really cold. So I decided to put my window unit in, and I needed to go get some foam to put in the places to keep stuff from coming in through where the window doesn't meet now. And so first I headed to Home Depot because I like Depot better than I do Lowe's. But then I get out of the car and I notice they got this like covering and people are lined up, and I'm like, whoa, 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 no, I am not standing in line. So
I don't
I
blame you.
left, and luckily on the other side of the parking lot is a Lowe's. I ran into Lowe's and I grabbed some of the stuff that I needed, and me and my son got my fan put in. Yay! So I get to sleep with freezing cold bedroom tonight. Yay, 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 yay. So, speaking
Okay.
of though, speaking of Home Depot.
Uh oh.
Yeah, I found a
What
very
did Home Dip It do now?
I found a really interesting video, should we say. Yeah, I don't know exactly what the fight was about, but yeah, apparently grown men fighting with paint.
With paint. We need to get Rocky to translate.
Yeah, we need some translation, Rocky. What exactly are they yelling about? I mean,
So I wonder, is that in Florida? Is that
Yes, it
in?
is in Florida.
Oh my
Um,
God! Hey, Matt.
yeah, anybody got any idea what they were fighting about? I'm glad I wasn't on the
Paint.
opposite end of that shovel that went flying at somebody.
Oh my goodness, that's just
Oh,
crazy.
God.
How people, grown adults. Well, hey, that fits my motto. I may have to get old, but by golly, by gosh, I don't have to grow up. And them guys sure weren't growed up, not much. You know, that goes right along with the summer. You really think that it's crash and burn season, but it's really not. There's all kinds of things you can do. Those guys had a paint fight. I caught an article on CNN that gives you 100 things that you can do this summer that you might not have thought of. And let me do this here story. This is not the summer we had hoped or planned for. The calendar is littered with canceled vacations, summer camps, shuttered pools and playgrounds, spots in our calendars meant to be spent with friends and loved ones. The summer weeks ahead are filled with, well, nothing. For some, nothing but work. Others, nothing but work, and nothing. That's a lot of nothing. Adults and kids are all bored, and that boredom has to have something to do to get rid of it. But wait, there still really is fun to be had with a little bit of imagination. We can set ourselves free in the cage of the Wu Tang clap, and we can play silly games, connect with family and friends. We can go old school and have fun this summer. CNN, which I can't believe that I actually got a story from the Communist News Network or the Clinton News Network, whatever you want to call it. But they gave us a list. They had 100 things, and I copied some of them down that's going to bring joy to everybody, kids and adults alike. Now, these guys, they suggest you start out by writing down a few things you want to do. Doesn't matter how ridiculous it is. You want to walk on the moon? Write it down. Want to play Quidditch with J.K. Rowling? Write it down. Want to use all those wacky kitchen devices you have? Not in the bedroom, but actually in the kitchen? Take them out of their boxes. It's time to write those ideas down. Now, no, you can't actually fly in outer space, but you can go out on a clear night and look for meteor showers, or you can watch the space station fly by, or if you have the wherewithal and happen to live close enough, you can watch them launch out of Florida. If you want to know what your kids are thinking, have them write down their own list. They'll tell you what they're thinking about. Their ideas are probably just as good as anybody else's. Here's their list. One, have a family game night. Have a weekly game night and rotate who chooses the game, from oldest to the youngest to the oldest, whatever it is, Monopoly, Parcheesi, whatever, board game. Have a family movie night. Show a movie on the main TV in your house. And if you're like me, you only have one. So it's pretty easy. You just sit in there. But cook up some popcorn, do some sodas. And if you want, do a sing along like with Mary Poppins, or
Right.
watch Skywalker and Darth Vader duke it out in Star Wars. Notice that this article has nothing but Disney reference movies.
Yeah, I'm
No
not a Disney
Pixar and
person.
Star Wars. I thought that was kind of cute. I figured I'd throw that in there for everybody else. I was like, okay, why not? They're in there too.
It sounds similar
Have
to a
a
bucket list.
Yeah, have a family dance party. Get everybody to show off their best moves. So you can dance like Michael Jackson, boogie, and do the salsa, whatever. And if you want to, like we do a lot of times, a bunch of us always talk during the week on Zoom. Have a Zoom off, dance off, all kinds of stuff.
That's true.
Um, do a house or a neighborhood scavenger hunt. Set up a
I'm
scavenger hunt with clues at the end and involve a prize such as, your favorite dessert. The winner gets to choose movie night, anything. Do something creative. Create light. Make candles from scratch with yummy smells goods. It's real easy. Melt some wax, add a little drops of
Yeah,
this and that.
that's true.
I'd say do face painting, but rollers, I mean, it kind of covers a whole lot at one time.
Oh
So I
yeah,
don't know.
definitely.
But I don't know. They said learn to face paint, do it on Zoom, have a contest, do
That's
a
true.
puzzle. And remember last week we were talking about the Heinz puzzle?
Uh huh.
They showed it on ABC News because I watched the Insomniac News. It comes on from like 2 to 4 in the morning my time,
Mhm.
and they showed a picture of it. The picture on the story that I had showed the white Heinz label in the middle. It
Right.
just said Heinz. They showed a picture of the puzzle. Tea totally solid, absolutely red. No white, nowhere, no nothing. All red.
Yeah, I think I'll pass on that.
Totally red puzzles.
Yeah, I'll
Hey,
pass.
you can do a Lego challenge. Give everyone a bag of Legos
I'd fail at that.
and have them build something. Build
Nope.
your house, build a school, build a Zoom car. Who knows?
Hey,
There's all kinds of things you can
I
do.
suggested a while back to
Yes,
play Cards Against Humanities because remember I found that website where you can actually play in Zoom and
we
it
still
has a
haven't done
website
that.
that everybody
We
has
ought
to
to
go
do
to.
that.
I know,
We
never
need to
did do
do that.
that. I love that
We
game.
need to.
Mhm.
I've never done it. Uh-oh. Lauren says she lost sound. Where'd you lose? She is on Facebook.
I don't know because everything looks
Let's
fine.
see. Until I see,
Mm.
let's see. I will not leave Florida until I see a live launch and visit the Cape. Ooh, so if we come down and visit Rocky, oh, it's only 3.5 hours away from Rocky. She says, can we all come over and I'll go and watch the launch? They got some coming up.
Yeah, when
After
is the next
they
one?
lift everything. Okay, it's back. Never mind. She says, you
Yeah,
pushed the right button. You're
I
just so good at the
didn't
button
do
pushing.
anything. I don't
Well, I wouldn't
know.
say that. I would just say, hey, yeah, I know Legos hurt. Don't step on them. Oh my goodness gracious. That'll teach you some new words, or at least teach the youngins new words,
Oh, and by the way,
just
Rocky,
the ones that they've heard repeatedly.
and not only am I using the cup, but I have the strawberry and cream coffee. Yum yum yum.
Ooh, yummy,
I
yummy.
needed me a little boost tonight. What can I say?
A
So,
boost.
um, this one's for the guys.
Oh, this is a pretty
Apparently,
start.
a hot nurse in Russia decided, well, she got disciplined for it, but she decided not to have any clothes on under her PPE gown, which is apparently like plastic, like a clear raincoat sort of. She had panties and bra on, so she was suspended.
Because
This
she
is
didn't go all natural.
like 100 miles south of Moscow. She arrived for her shift in the all male coronavirus wing with no clothing save for her skivvies under her transparent personal protective equipment. A staffer told the managers and that she was too hot. And she told the managers that she was too hot to wear clothing underneath the head to toe vinyl gown, which protected her from contracting COVID. The incident was first reported in a local news outlet. They reported no complaints from her patients. I wonder why. Hospital chiefs
Um,
punished the nearly nude nurse for noncompliance with the requirements for medical clothing. The nurse claimed she did not realize that her underwear was showing through the PPE. However, the regional health ministry confirmed that a disciplinary sanction was applied to the nurse of the infectious disease department who violated uniform requirements. Um, I will show y'all
okay.
all.
Well, and they keep those hospital rooms rather on the chilly side. You would think that
There you
finally you'd be
go.
rubbing.
I'm sure those men had no problem whatsoever with that.
Leave us see what you be talking about.
Are you looking on the look on the
I'm checking both. I have both of our both going. It takes a second from what you see to what we see. Aha.
Yeah,
Well, she didn't even color coordinate.
I know,
Pleasure.
right? Well, white kind of goes with everything.
Look at the old boy over there on
I
the
know.
bed.
I don't think it's bothering him in the least bit.
Well, I don't know. It depends on what his blood pressure is.
Well, that's quite possibly true also, but yeah. Mm.
And just to answer Brad's question, yes, she is hot.
Well,
Yes, I would say
I don't
so.
know.
I mean,
I mean, just because she
at
has a
least
hot body, does
from the
that?
throat down, at least. I mean, I could. God, that doesn't look bad at all.
Well,
Yes,
I figured
Rocky, I would have to say that's
the
not
guys
bad.
would like
I
that.
would. I mean, except for the big old goggles.
Oh
That
man.
was the only part that like scary. But other than that, yeah, I would be come on down, nursey, as they used to say on Animaniacs. Hello, nurse. I have one of those, don't we?
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I even with my face covered, I'm not that
You
ballsy.
chilly?
I'm just not that ballsy.
Well, nor was she. It was obvious.
Yeah. I tend to like to cover up, not expose. I mean,
I think
there's a
so.
time for it and a time not for it.
Well, it's chilly in Russia. In the old, what was it, the fatherland? No, that was Germany. Motherland of Russia or whatever it was. Yeah, Nostradonius. You need to get
Hmm.
dirt someplace a lot warmer. Maybe, oh, I don't know, Nevada?
That's
That's
a
a whole lot
possible.
warmer.
Yeah, that's a good place to get nude and do some other things.
Sure. As a matter of fact, it's real easy at this place. There's a former location, and now the article that you saw, did it say Jamie's Ranch or did it
Janie,
say
like
Janie's with
whoa,
an
whoa,
N?
whoa. No, not Jamie's friend. What's the other one?
Mine
Janie's
has
got a
an
gun.
N.
Janie's got a gun. Yeah,
Janie's.
Janie's got a gun.
Janie's, yeah, with an
Mhm.
N. Yeah. Not an MI, but
Right.
an NI.
Mhm.
N as in na 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 na
Janie's
na.
brothel or ranch.
It sure isn't, Rocky. Rocky says being in underwear is no different than in a swimsuit. As a matter of fact, I've seen some swimsuits that were
Yeah.
a whole lot smaller than underwear.
I'm not ready at
They
this
probably
point
had
for a bathing
swimsuits at
suit.
this place. You're what?
I'm not
You're not
ready
ready
at
for a
this
bathing
point.
suit?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh,
No.
that's what you got shorts for.
I need to go
Shorts,
get some
t-shirts.
tan or something.
Well, yeah, the sun's only been out about what 3 days now, and it takes a little bit longer than that to
My
brown
problem
out,
is
shall we
I
say?
don't get tan. I get red. So
Well, I has it something to do with the color of the hair, I would presume.
yeah.
It kind of runs with
That
gingers,
Irish
as they say.
that Irish heritage.
Y'all seem to tend to burn a bit more than you tan.
Yes.
Yeah, me, I just get browner and browner, kind of like an old dog turd, more wrinkled up. Anyway, back to Janie's Ranch. This place in Nevada has been put on sale for about 177,000 and change, 177.6. It comes with 20 acres. I just recently found that out. And my lovely assistant has pictures to show you what the
That's the
inside eerie
outside of it.
scenes left behind this abandoned many years
Now,
ago brothel, which has been left untouched.
the thing that I read, and you can kind of see it looking at that, is apparently when they originally built it, they put a
Right?
bunch of mobile homes side by side. And I guess they bored out some places to make the hallways and whatnot. But you can see the various different
I mean, it's pretty good
trailers.
size.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, looking
Out
at it on
there. I
the
mean,
inside,
it's
it is very. Okay, so let's see. Here is a picture
yeah,
of the inside.
yeah. The walls are gone. The
Oh wait,
floor's
I
fallen
must.
in. That one hole
Oh,
there, I think, was we're still on the main page on Facebook. Let me
yeah, I put
always
the wrong
change the
one up on
pictures.
one of them. Ah,
Oh well, there's looking out the outside of the
there's the
wall.
inside.
That
Okay.
hole that where that heart shaped is they spec was
Heart-shaped bed, wasn't it?
hot tub.
Oh, was it a hot
Hot
tub?
tub
Oh,
sunk in
okay.
the floor.
I know one I
So
saw
very
had
cool.
like
Now, at
the
least I like the
round.
green carpet on the walls. It was my color, and it's
You
holding
sure
up
that's not
fairly well,
mold?
actually.
I'm joking.
I don't think green cheese would be on the walls that long.
No, it just looks
All
shag
the
carpet.
furniture, all the
Okay,
decor, the
there is
decorations have all been stripped.
another one.
Yeah, that heart shaped in the hole is where a hot tub
I think that
or
was a bed
bathtub sat.
frame. Maybe. I'm assuming it's a bed frame. What do you think?
The hole,
The
bathtub.
the
Yeah.
picture that's up now. I think it's
Oh
a
yeah, now that would have to be in a bed frame
yeah. I think
there.
that was a bed
And
frame.
then they have that pink one, which up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, it's only one hundred and
There's the pink
seventy-seven
one.
thousand dollars.
I'm trying to
We could
figure
all
out
get
is that
that
a
and
shirt? Is that a shirt hanging on the thing or just I don't know. Looks kind of weird.
shirt. Well, I see insulation on the floor. Where are you seeing a shirt? Point to where you
It's
think.
like the purple. It looks like curtains, and then it's like something white on the
Oh, it
curtain.
looks. Somebody may have cut out the purple material to make a shirt. It does look that
Well,
way.
that's true. They wanted memories. Now
Either,
I
the,
will show
either
y'all.
that or that's where the video equipment was stored.
I'll show y'all my favorite picture. Oops, almost hit the wrong
I have to agree.
one.
This one is rather remarkable.
This makes me wish that I had the money to purchase this because if I could tear all that crap down and build me a nice little house right there to be able to go in my backyard and just look at that sky every night. I mean, that would be a dream come true. I
Okay.
yeah.
Well, right now I'm looking at the purple shirt. I'm waiting for it to catch up. Oops.
Yeah,
I went to you. There it is. It
I
showed up on Facebook, and there it is
I
on
mean that's
the
just
tubes of you.
an amazing
That is a
view.
gorgeous picture.
I
That's the Milky Way sitting there above it
I
with the
mean
celestial light of the universe. Isn't that gorgeous?
the thought of just being able to go and sit in your backyard and look at that sky.
To,
I mean,
to look at, wouldn't that just, that would be so
I
terrible.
wouldn't know what to
Wouldn't
do
that be
with myself.
heartbreaking?
I would not know what to
Yeah,
do
I
with
would be
myself.
beside myself. I would just be so terrible. It would be unbelievable heartache. They have gold, they have silver in Nevada, as well as old dead brothels. Um, yeah, wouldn't that be fantastic, Rocky? To look up like that. That's the problem. Most places nowadays we have too much light pollution. You have to go out to the dirt, go out camping out in the national forest, out in the non-civilized places of the world where there is no extra light and just look up. Oh,
It's just beautiful. I mean,
yeah, yeah. If
I
you look, yeah.
love
I mean, you
like
can.
tell us here. It's not as bad as it is closer into Atlanta, but it's still sometimes kind of hard to see, you know, when there's special things going on. A lot of times it's hard to actually see it, or it's raining and cloudy and crappy. But I love doing stuff like that. I mean, we used to lay out at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and watch the. I can't ever think of the official name, but the meteorites. You know, at
Well,
night.
there's a whole bunch of them now.
I
See,
know.
yeah, meteor showers. There's all
Yeah,
kinds of.
we
We
used
just
to.
had the Lyrids, I believe. We just had, but we had full moon, so you couldn't see a whole lot. We have them all of the time.
Hmm.
Let's see if I have the latest guide, meteor guide. Meteor.
Rocky, it is only
Meteor.
179,000. No, $74,000, and it is 20 acres. and I will move with you. I have to be part of the deal. You can put me in a bedroom outside. I don't care.
That's funny.
Yeah, I just to me, just nature is so amazing at times. Speaking
Oh, I
of
love being
nature,
outside.
um, I don't know how many of y'all know about the cicadas. There's 1.5 million cicadas expected to emerge after 17 years of being underground. So get ready to hear that eerie
Sure.
noise that can only come from a cicada. Experts say that a massive amount of the noisy bugs are making their way to the skies after 17 years underground. They believe as many as 1.5 million may emerge in parts of Virginia, West Virginia, and North Carolina. They don't pose a threat to people, of course. They don't bite or sting or anything like that. But apparently, there is, damage to trees and stuff like that. But even that is really cool, in my opinion. I love stuff like that.
Those things are cool. They are so noisy. They're like huge. I've seen kids play with them before.
I know they're big bugs. Yes, Rocky, I would definitely be a roommate with you if we could buy that piece of property and build us a little house on it. Yes, that would be awesome.
Okay, Earth Sky 2020 meteor shower guide. Let's see if it gives us by month. You mentioned it, so I went. I know I have this on a website. Let's see. There it is. A month ago. January. And the Lyrids are in June. They should give us a guide that tells me what all days they are, but naturally, they're not. Okay, 3 weeks ago, Haley Comet shower, the Orids in October. That's too late. I thought we had some coming up, but I'm guessing not. Hang
I
on.
thought I heard something, but we might
Ms.
have missed
Nick
it. It might have been last week or something. I'm not sure. I know there
The
was something
Etta
supposed to be soon.
Quades, 2 ways to find it. But see, they're not giving me the dates.
Hmm.
January and April
Usually like
for
September.
the Lyrid. Sunday and Monday, the
Let's
Lyrids.
see.
Still the
Okay.
Lyrids. Pagan. Yeah,
Let's see. We have we're in May. Late July, the
April.
Delta Aquarids.
Aquades.
August
Yeah.
the 12th, Perseidius. October, Dragonids. The beginning of October is Dragonids. The end of October is Orinids. November, South Taurids. The beginning of November. The end of November, North Taurids. The very end of November is the Leonids. December, the Germanids. The beginning or middle. The end is Eurasids. And that's the end of the year. So there's quite a few
There's a
of them
bunch.
coming up. I just need to remember and go out and see them. I think they're all different though.
Right.
I think the pictures I'm seeing like of the Leonids they're pretty big. So I guess they're easier to see. And
Right. You can
one,
get a lot of those. Well, I mean,
yeah,
it's not necessarily the size. A tiny piece the size of a grain of sand could make a huge ass light and burn up super quick. Some are
right.
slow, some are fast, moving. Some of them you get pretty green trails. Some of them are red, some are orange.
I want to get
Sometimes you get
pictures.
them where they pop right. I do keep disappearing. I don't know why that is. I have
Oh,
to
don't
hold
feel
still.
bad.
If I hold still, I seem to stay put.
My thing
I
keeps
keep
disappearing.
this
I'm gonna have to go get me another lamp.
more wattage.
Well, this light that I have over here
Mine.
isn't as bright as this light over here. So, yeah, it's screwing me up.
Mm.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, I think I'm bothering Rocky's eyes by fading in and out.
So if you want to go rob somewhere, here's an idea. You can wear watermelon rinds, like eat all the watermelon out, and then make you little eye holes and put the thing over your head and disguise yourself as a watermelon. So, as the article
What?
says, these were pretty seedy. This happened in Louisa, Virginia. Two men accused of
Virginie.
robbing a convenience store on May 6th with watermelon rinds on their head. Surveillance cameras at Sheets Story caught the scofflaws in the act, but they managed to elude authorities thanks to their brilliant disguises. Uh, that is until Sunday, when they arrested 20-year-old Justin Rogers in connection with the post and deemed the melon drama. He was booked with 3 charges: misdemeanor larceny of alcohol, misdemeanor possession of alcohol by underage person, and felony prohibition of wearing a mask, face covering in public. Okay, wait a minute. Aren't we supposed to be wearing mask?
Only when you go out in public or go to certain stores. What was
But
it?
but this is saying they gave him a felony of prohibition of wearing a mask or face covering in public. I don't think that part will stand up in
Well,
court.
yeah. One of the states that I just heard it on the news the other day, they came out with
And
a
here's a
law
picture for
making
anyone who
it
wants to know.
illegal to create a crime while wearing your mask. I mean,
Oh, okay.
outlaws have been wearing a mask to
Well,
to
yeah.
yeah, you if you had your mask on and were berating or belittling somebody or something anyway, picking on
Okay.
them or intent to do harm with your mask on, uh, it was against the law. It might be in Virginia. I think it was Stephen and Dylan. Vaguely remember talking about it. Oh my goodness. I've heard of the cone heads,
I know, right?
I've heard
There's
of
the
bone
watermelon
heads,
heads.
but the melon heads,
That's funny.
they didn't leave them up there very long. No.
Oh. So what else you got?
Yeah, wouldn't it be great to see the Northern Light? Well, seeing how those guys tried to go camouflaged, a woman attempted to get her boyfriend a cute gift with her face on it for his birthday, but the gesture backfired bigly, as Orange Man would say. And it ended up looking nothing like what the woman expected. She thought it would, at least resemble her. Poor little Amy Compton, 21, decided to gift her partner, as the story calls it, her boyfriend Harry, a pillow, a cushion with her
Uh-huh.
face printed on it for his birthday. But when the pillow arrived at Amy's house, which I think you might have a
Yes,
picture
I
of,
already put that up.
poor little Amy got horrified to discover that her head had lost most of its hair. It made her look like a potato head.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
You gotta admit, that's funny. And I have a couch potato thing. It said she looked like a bald jacket potato. Now, I don't know where you go to look up bald jacket potato. I've heard of potato. I've heard of being bald before. I've heard of being bald as a potato. But I have no unearthly idea what a bald jacket potato is. And I don't think they mean like what we used to think of as bald back in the, 70s. So there's like 27 bells for every time I said
Right.
get late. I mean bald. So yes, really. And this gal's job is a nursery nurse. So she's a nurse
I guess in
in
the newborn,
a
probably.
nursery for babies. Yeah, so she's a
Mm-hmm.
baby nurse. So baby nurse would have been a whole lot less syllables than a nursery nurse. And she did see the funny side of it and ordered another cushion that came in showing her with more hair. And she was kind of shocked that the first one didn't look like the picture, but wow, she didn't think she'd look like a potato.
That's true.
So now she figures that her and her boyfriend Harry, who's very persnickety, and he kept asking her, she kept saying, "Oh, what do you want me to get you for this? What do you want?" And he said, "I have no idea. Buy me whatever you want to. I'll be happy with it." And so she did. She got him the pillow. It didn't come out right. Now they figure that it has given them an excuse to carry on the tradition, if you will, or has started a tradition of them now giving gifts to each other with their face on it.
So next it'll be the little,
So
what are
they can either
the
look like
juggle bottle heads or whatever they're called,
right
the
the
bobbleheads. Bobbleheads.
bobbleheads. Right. Wouldn't that be
Interesting.
funny?
I don't want any like toys or
Hopefully they'll
anything
put
with me
more
on it.
hair on her. Or of course, she was worried about being hairless, and the picture did really look bad of her. But I mean, it's a pillow. What do you want?
That's
She could have a
true.
chia pet made to look like her, and
Oh
then she put the chia seeds on it, and she wouldn't be bald anymore.
yeah, that's true. That's
Well, I don't
very
know. It
true.
depends on Harry,
Cha 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 chia.
but yeah,
You
cha
know they
cha
have
cha
an
cha chia.
Obama one. Obama chia pet.
Oh my God! I almost sprayed my monitor.
So
That's dangerous to do that to somebody when they're drinking. Oh God.
apparently, I don't know where this. Let's see, Copenhagen, University of Copenhagen. Scientists say they went cuckoo
Also not.
due to laughing gas from penguin poop. Nitrous oxide pollution is no laughing matter, warned the scientists, who note it is a significant greenhouse gas. They've reported getting so high on the nitrous oxide emitted by penguin poo that it actually made them ill. The levels of nitrous oxide, more commonly known as laughing gas, given off by the colony's feces, was about 100 times higher than in a fertilized field. Professor Bo Eberling from the University of Copenhagen said the truly intense amount of nitrous oxide exhumed was enough to send someone completely cuckoo. It's truly intense, not least because its nitrous oxide is 300 times more polluting than CO2. After nosing in about guano, the term given to the excrement of seabirds and bats, for several hours, one goes completely cuckoo. One begins to feel ill and get a headache, he added. The small nitrous oxide cylinders that you see lying in and floating around Copenhagen are no match for this heavy dose, which results in a combination of nitrous oxide and hydrogen sulfate and other gases. Nitrous oxide canisters are often sold legitimately for producing whipped cream. I think we used to do those called whippets. I think it's the same thing.
Whippets, yeah.
They're taken recreational through a balloon, yep, with users often littering the small canisters behind. So beware when you are
Goodness.
around, you know, penguin poo
Don't go around
poo.
sniffing
Don't want to
penguin
be
poop.
around penguin
You'll
poo poo.
get extremely happy about
Penguin
smelling
poo
penguin
poo.
poop.
Mm-hmm.
You'll just think it's the most hilarious thing in the world since, oh, I don't know, penguin poop.
Penguin poo poo.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh god.
When I was a sweet little kid, my we had this bunny rabbit out in the backyard, and my it crapped out these little tiny things.
Little tiny
What the hell are
things.
those? My dad said those are smart pills. And so yeah, he said, yeah, you're supposed
Mm.
to have one every morning. And after about
Yo,
the third day,
Stoochie's in the
these things are
house.
really rabbit poop. He says, see, they made you smart already, didn't they? Bad. Okay, that was bad. All right. You really can't choose who you work with, and you're never going to see eye to eye with everyone, but some people take the cake, from stinking the office up with tuna to questionable toilet etiquette. There's a Reddit thread that revealed what some colleagues form beautiful friendships and others can't stand each other. So they came up with a bunch of things that co-workers have come up with gripes about other co-workers. Let's see. Bitchy secret friendship. Others can't stand being in the same room. Right. Uh, Now, in this article came from Johnny Hold UK, the English side of things, and in part of it they say somebody stunk up the office with a tuna sarnies. That's Sarnies. I had to look that up. I had no idea what a sarnies was. And why don't they just call them like it is? Sarnies is UK for sandwich. And they just say, hey, somebody made a tuna sandwich and it stinks up the place. You know? But oh no. Let's see. What do they have to say about their employees? Some of them, they found co-workers living in an office with his family. They found a mattress folded up in the warehouse, and he had his whole family, not just him, living in the office. They would leave discarded food everywhere, like pizza crusts thrown in the toilet brush holders in the bathroom. They left hair in the sink. You know, obviously that's where they were bathing, taking their actual baths. Their man was let go. Let's see. Another guy shared his toilet moments with the whole kitchen. The guy worked in the kitchen. His name was Daniel. And every time he went to the bathroom, he let everybody know. And like it was, something big. He
One
says,
of those, huh?
I like taking 5 craps a day, seeing how we had the penguin poo. So every time this guy would come back, he'd say, well, that's number 5. Yeah. Another guy, yeah, they had, the company came out with a ban against perfume. Somebody, I guess, complained that, oh, that perfume just makes my nose, I'm allergic or whatever. Somebody had smell goods on. So they instituted a policy, no more smell goods. But every day the offices smelled like perfume. And there was this one lady going by every morning before everybody get there, and she'd spray perfume in the hallways, in empty offices, in cubicles, everywhere. She went on vacation for 3 weeks.
They knew it was her.
They put in a security camera system while she was gone, and coincidentally, whilst she was gone, no more perfume fumigating the workspace. And, well, guess what? She came back.
Busted!
Went back to normal. And you got it. Busted. Welcome to Candid Camera. So they made her leave. Gee, I don't know why. I mean, just because she was spraying.
Well, she was breaking. She was violating their rule.
She did not play by the rules. That's true. That's true.
One of those. I'm glad I work at home. I don't have to worry about people.
True. One guy worked with a girl who would sometimes just lay on the floor and play on her phone. She would routinely flip out about, what her boyfriend did and just start screaming and cursing words, sometimes in front of customers. She eventually fired for smoking weed while on the clock. Oh my God.
Hey, as long as I get my job done, nobody knows what I'm doing.
Exactly.
I could be sitting there in the nude. Nobody can know.
Well, that's true. I mean, you could. Anybody could. There's been a lot of that going around, especially with everybody doing the all work from home Zoom meetings, and bodies are from the waist up. They look like Rockefeller. From the throat down, they're probably more like Jane Goodall monkeys. Natural. Which is a good way to be. I mean, people are strange. That's why they made that song. People are strange when you're a stranger. Who is it? Doors? No. The Guess Who? The Who? Chicago? No, it wasn't Chicago. People are strange. I think it was the Guess Who.
Or the Who. People are strange. I don't know all the words.
It was a good music too back in the days.
I don't know all the
People are
words.
strange when you're a stranger. Of course, now that we've been sidetracked and keep us updated in.
Okay, so we only have a few minutes left, and I am going to show a video honoring our veterans.
Yay.
You know, all that good stuff. Okay.
Yep, this is Memorial Day weekend.
Yes,
Monday's
it
the big
is.
day. I should have worn the Doors. Thank you, Tech Brew. I knew it was somebody from that time frame. That's awesome.
Well, that goes out to all of our veterans out there who gave their lives.
That was awesome.
So, you got anything else to say before I think we have another minute or so? Somewhere around there.
Oh, 30 minutes?
A minute or so, not 30 minutes.
A minute. A minute.
A
Okay.
minute or so.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And of course, you can always get a hold of me over on, where am I? Let's see, in a state of confusion. You can get me on Twitter at Leprechaun, LEPRACON 56. You can catch me in most of the MeWe rooms. You can catch the Daily Hello Audible over on MeWe, the Daily Hello, or your Daily Hello. Let's see, what else? Spiffy Nifty. Yeah, thank you, veterans who served, and thank our brothers who went on before us. And how about you, my dear? Where can everybody a hold of you get?
Well, Facebook group page, Into a Peach, YouTube. We have a Spreaker. It gets uploaded on Sundays. We have our MeWe group. All that good stuff, you know?
Yep.
You know.
Oh, and everybody, don't forget to share and like our pages, pretty please, because that gives us better move up in the ratings. And the more bodies that see us, the more people we can entertain, piss off, push away, you know. Musica.
Well, we'll see y'all next Saturday.
Thanks, everybody. We'll catch you in a week.